Hello, Angela. I want to give you a little bit of feedback on your journal entries. I'm really happy with what you've done, but there are a couple items that I think you may need your attention. And as I look at your journal entries, I'm going through just to make certain that you're debiting and crediting and everything looks good. A couple things that I noticed here, I would think you would have to reverse this entry because it looks like it's reversed. The credit is debited and the debit is credited. So if you could flip these, you would be fine. The other one I wanted to bring to your attention is this one here. You are purchasing office supplies. It's important to note when you're buying office supplies, it's an asset until they're used up. And when it's used up, you've incurred an expense. So you're not to expense the office supplies at this point. Also, here's the same thing. You got the accounts look good. It's just that you're debiting things you should be crediting. So your telephone expense should be debited and your accounts payable should be credited. In this entry, your prepaid insurance account is good, but right here, you shouldn't be crediting the expense. What you should be doing is crediting cash. Remember, you paid for your insurance in advance. So cash should be in that transaction. Here, you're going to deal with this issue of accruing the obligation to pay your wages to your employees. Since they perform the work, you have incurred an expense. Debit that. It's very important. But you also have to incur an obligation to pay them. So I don't see a payable here, and your expense is credited, and it shouldn't be. So that should be the changes that you need to make with July. August, I think, might be the same kind of thing. Here, you're paying the obligation, so you shouldn't be crediting the expense. You should be removing the obligation and reducing your cash. Here looks very good. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Accounts payable, debit, cash, credit. Looks good. Same with these entries here. But it goes a little bit off, I think. Let me go down a little bit right here. Now, you've got the rent expense, which is here, but you should be reducing your cash. So fix that entry. And I'm looking right here, the same kind of thing here. The assets that you purchase, until they're used, they're not expenses. So you need to remove that. It should be just office supplies asset. So not too bad. A couple things you'll need to fix there. And I think it's going to be the same here. You just have to go through and look at these entries that I've identified, because in August and September, you may have made the same error. And I'm looking here, this one here is the payment of the wages. So you'll have to reduce your obligation, but also reduce your cash. I'm going to go down a little further. Same thing here. This is the payment of the telephone expense. So you have to reduce your obligation and reduce your cash. So not too bad, but just wanted to bring to your attention these little errors that you'll need to fix so that you can proceed with your trial balance. This looks okay. This looks okay. And this looks okay as well. So not bad at all. Let me know if you have any questions about how to correct these, and I will be there to help you. Thanks a lot for your work.